Welcome to Bold Talk series, where creativity, leadership, ideas, innovation come together. My name is Epi Ludvik, and today I have a privilege to have a short one-on-one conversation with Afkar Ahmed, founder and CEO of Nexomos and Synko. Afkar, great seeing you. Welcome to our Bold Talk series. How are you?
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's a pleasure to speak to you. I'm fantastic. Thank you so much.
Great to hear that, Afkar. Let's just go over a little bit about your background. It's fascinating how what you're doing. When I just had a conversation with you earlier, you mentioned about the how all these pieces are linked together. Give us an overview about Nexomos and also Synko, and how this is tied into your mission that you're working on.
So I basically started off with Nexomos as my entrepreneurial journey. Before that, I was working as a transformation consultant with multinationals, financial services companies in Ireland and in the UK's. This actually started as a survival move. I needed the cash flow. I needed to be winning in the business, and I needed to do something more rather than just working for somebody. And I was building solutions. So what I knew was that I am building amazing solutions for these amazing companies who are paying me a lot of money for this. So I thought, okay, why can we not just offer these solutions to other customers outside who were not really giants but smaller organizations? So the real spark was seeing how many businesses kind of lacked the digital thinking. It was just before the COVID. We were kind of, transforming how things were working in corporate world. I knew I could bridge that kind of gap. So it's about, creating products that actually outlive the services. So we have gone from an agency to an innovative lab. So what we try and do is basically we started building products for our customers. We have our own R&D department as well, which builds amazing product for ourselves, which we then release to the market. One of the bigger example is Synko. So like it kind of began as a hustle, but it's grown into a purpose, building products that create real independence for other people, other business owners, and society at large.
It's great. That's amazing. And so about the Nexomos and Synko, uh, uh, the problem that you are solving and the customers, are they mostly the customers in Europe or around the world?
So I'm based in Ireland, and Ireland is where Nexomos is headquartered. So what we're trying to do is we specifically work with customers in Ireland, and then we have customers in UK and USA as well that we are serving. Predominantly, we are serving the European market. With Synco, I'm trying to compete the 500,000 restaurant industry. I'm trying to onboard as many of them as I could, as I'm a restaurant owner myself as well. Product Synco came out from my own pain, from my own trouble, from own experiences that I was seeing as a restaurant owner. And I saw how these third-party companies, these online companies, everybody was just looting money off restaurant owners who basically didn't understand the complexity behind the ecosystem. So I thought, okay, wearing my hat on as a transformation consultant, I said, okay, let's just solve my problems first. So I started solving my problem with Synco, implemented it in my own restaurants for 2.5 years. And when I saw the results, I kind of talked to my friends, other restaurant owners about it. They loved the idea. Like, so third party operating companies like Deliveroo, Uber, Just Eat will charge you in and around region of 35 to 45% of your revenue going to them. It's your sales. They take over pretty much half of the money from you. So what I try to do is just put that money back in my pocket rather than their pockets.
Oh, interesting. Well, there's always best way to start, like solving your own problem. How do you, so you're running multiple businesses. How do you stay focused first as a founder, making sure that this is your business are running, and there are folks on creating a profit for sure. But overall, like, how do you make sure that you're aligning your teams based on what you're doing?
It's an amazing question. This is something that I get asked really, really a lot. It's something that I've kind of developed on my own as in a style. I believe in kind of ruthlessly prioritizing what creates long-term leverage. What I mean by that is I would just say no to everything that comes my way until and unless it has a long-term leverage for product, in regards to people, in regards to pipeline. If this project that I'm going to do, is this business that I'm going to take on, is this for the long run? Is it going to solve the problems that society is facing these days? And what I generally do is prioritize my time ruthlessly. So I generally operate in a cycle. So I would just have 45 days sprints for some businesses and 90-day sprints per business with focused KPI. So I'll give myself medium to long-term goals, and I continuously track KPIs to make sure, are we reaching the targets or we're not. I have, like I said, learned to say no more than yes. So that has helped me quite a lot in just keeping my focus intact and making sure we as a company are doing the things that are right for our customers, and just uh, prioritizing what's coming in rather than firefighting. So I
Sure.
would have my weekly, monthly priorities, and then based on the priorities, we will kind of work through that. I would generally flow through during my day, whatever comes outside those prioritized items, we will tackle them in the later part of the day. So whatever is priority comes to me first. I will look at it first without focusing on anything else. And once we are happy out that all of those prioritized items, urgent and important, are gone out, only then we go into rest of the chaotical elements that come up every single day. So it's more about just, prioritizing yourself, finding your own way, how you manage all of this. So, for example, I would have 2 hours for a restaurant every single week. In that 2 hours, I will be talking to my management, going through all the data, making sure all the numbers are correct, making sure the customer feedback is great. Where do we stand in terms of customer satisfaction? Where are we in terms of the reviews and things like that? And you'll have the vision that the management is driving. Similarly, for Nexomos, we'll be reviewing every morning. What are we doing for the day? What did we do yesterday? Is there any impediments, anything that I can unblock for my team? And if I'm becoming a bottleneck, if I'm not becoming a bottleneck, that's fantastic. They continue on plow through. I trust them because I hired them to be better, talented individual than myself. So I give them the leverage and let them go and explore themselves. So I do not micromanage. Synco, similarly, is something that I'm focusing on very, very much because it's fully integrated to everything that I do, from restaurant to IT to sales to marketing, and talking to you as well. So Synco kind of takes a huge part of my day because this is a new product. I have a vision for it. I want to drive it to the $1 billion product and compete it with the Silicon Valley products such as Shift for American products like Toast and Flip Dish. They don't particularly understand the complexities of Irish market and European market specifically, and this is where I'm leveraging off. They do not know the pains of the real restaurant owner or F&B businesses. I do. They do not know how it feels to take away 50% of my revenue. I feel that. So what I'm trying to do is getting all of that amazing tech suite put into the same place, bucket it out to my restaurant friends and other restaurant owners across the Europe and then global, to say, hey, why don't you just take independent steps, take majority share of your revenue, put it in your pockets, and that's what Synco stands for. It's just breaking the barriers, making sure these people understand how this payment processes work, the POS processes work, the online payments work. So multiple different channels, multiple different payment types, and how do they go about handling it? And it's my job to educate them and help them save money.
Yeah, very interesting. Uh, Definitely. I mean, I like the way how you systemize your way how you run in terms of prioritizing your time. What uh, so obviously you build this design this solution from F&B industry to various industries. What common pain points do you consistently see across industries when it comes to applying such application like yours for digital transformation?
So one thing that I see is the legacy thinking from the competitors. So the initial motivation behind doing any of these transformative, disruptive technologies is to look at the market and see what the market is doing. They're like into the legacy thinking. So they're saying, okay, just give this industry whatever you can and just mint money out of them. People want modern results. Like we want, industry wants, restaurant owners want, F&B business in general wants a modern looking solution with modern technology in mind, who are solving real people's problem, not with like outdated kind of mind. So what I mean by legacy thinking is they are running with an outdated mindset. They have like fragmented tools. So for example, in Synco's perspective, you don't have a unified workflow. So say, for example, you would need a website and you'll have some other company, your POS working with some other company, your payment services working with some other company. You need an online ordering system, some other company. You need a delivery, some other company. So what you're doing is you basically are working with fragmented pieces, fragmented technology, and you lose your focus, you lose your money due to all of that. And in all of this, one major problem is how low digital adoption has been. So not everyone is ready to change. Even if my tech is fantastic, people are not looking to change because they're happy with how they were working. So, it's very hard for people to just jump out and embrace the change openly, right? So it's our job to educate them. I learned from my experiences of setting up a robotic excellence center for a KBC Bank. It's a Belgian bank opening in Ireland, and I set up a center of excellence for them. One thing I realized is that it's really, really hard to implement something new and disruptive because people do not understand it. So it's your job to make sure you educate them first, make sure that fear is gone from their minds and they're open to experience this newness that you're bringing into the market. So what I'm trying to do right now is just have that fragmented pieces put up together with a new and modern thinking, and at the same time we're creating a workflow that's literally just making work easy and effective for the people, for the businesses. And at the end of the day, um, everything is managed through a single solution, and they're keeping the money in their own pocket.
Yeah, that's a way a great way. Now, how do you find have you tried selling this to other restaurants except yours? And how do you find the selling cycle, for example? Because sometimes like the restaurants, they take longer to sell it. Restaurant owners, they don't even they're not organized. How do you find that?
So right now we are in a live beta live phase. So what we are doing is we introduced 10 of our other customers who are outside the company, outside the Synco, 10 new restaurants who had taken on Synco end to end. So they're managing everything through Synco, running their restaurant through Synco for the last 5 months, and we have been testing it. If there are any bugs, we have been fixing that. What we have found so far is all of these restaurants are extremely happy with what they're getting right now. So imagine, Epi, you are earning €1,000 a day, and then Deliveroo comes and sends you a bill for €500. So you're thinking, okay, I made €1,000, but they're like, hey, give us 500 back. So with the remaining 500, you got to buy your goods, you got to do your marketing, you got to pay your staff, you got to pay your rents, you got to pay your bills, buy the equipment again or the raw materials again to cook. So all of these things cost. So what we are trying to do is just make sure they understand it as a restaurant owner. And now these customers that we onboarded is our first champions are advocating for our solution. Right now, I am not having to go do any marketing to bring new customers. These customers are advocating. They're talking to their friends. They're telling them how they're making money, how their life is getting easier. And, without any marketing, we get a new customer. So this is literally how we're trying to roll and hit our first 100 customers slowly and gradually with the referrals, just to make sure the solution is tied up nicely, works amazing. And then we go hit the market as a viral campaign and, try and onboard everybody.
Interesting.
Because I am not in a hurry, Epi, like, see, because this is a solution that I've built to actually solve problems. So I'm not here worried about how would this be taken in the market, because we are doing the the core research. the actual problems that restaurant owners like myself, the restaurant users, anybody is facing at the moment. So we're trying to solve those problems. This is not a solution that's designed in a boardroom of some corporate. It's designed in the restaurants, used in the restaurants, tested by the restaurant owners and users. So this is something amazing that we're trying to bring out.
Yeah. Uh, it's interesting because, you know, there's a definitely, um, when you are financing yourself, it's a really completely different approach versus like when you are taking money and investors' money, especially in early stage, and where the pressure comes just to truly market it without truly find the sweet spot. I truly find that the companies, the entrepreneurs, they make a huge mistake in their early days. They go and get in the financing from investors without truly being super clear in terms of uh, a go-to-market and product market fit. How important that is to you?
I think you're 100% correct. I think what is happening is there is this buzz in the market. Somebody raised 300 million, other person raised 500 million, this raised a billion. So what is it doing for people who are in the businesses? Because see, running a business is not easy, Epi, this. There is a whole business cycle that you run through. You're looking at somebody, you're thinking, oh, he's making money, I can do that as well. So then you start doing that, and then you realize, oh shit, it was actually not that easy that I actually thought. You
Yeah.
go into this pessimist disbelief. And then from this pessimist disbelief, you go into your third phase, which is more like, okay, I'm dying right now. This is not working. You see somebody else doing something amazing. You feel like, okay, this is something that I should be doing as well. You jump onto that, and then the cycle starts again. But if you just focus, and then from that pessimist, then you now become an optimist. Now you understand the complexity. Now you understand the problems. Now you understand, okay, how you can place yourself better. Then you actually work on that product. And you keep fighting one step at a time, and then you win. What's happening right now is everybody's trying to make more money rather than they're more interested in making money than they're interested in solving real world problems for real people. For example, somebody would go in and say AI, 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 AI. Like we got this company who got to the valuation of 1.5 billion. Turns out they're like 600, 700 developers sitting in some third world country developing for them. There was no AI. So all of this is a buzz. All of this is um, uh, investors should be focused on that as well. What we try to do is we bootstrap our product. The advantage that I have is that I have this years of experience working with amazing entrepreneurs who have developed amazing products. What I did is I actually developed for them. With Nexomos, I get this leverage where we have our own development team, we have our own marketing team, we have our own support teams, we have our own sales team. So what we're trying to do is we're literally just trying to leverage off those resources. We're trying to leverage off the technical knowledge, the product knowledge that we have available with our restaurant users, building everything together, bringing everything, putting it in a mix and bringing out something extraordinary. Synko is a disruptive technology. This is where we're trying to go into. We have already implemented AI. I'm not going to shout out about it. What we are trying to do is get an agentic into it where it can just take away all the actions that a restaurant owner needs to do, and then you just do it for them and let them know, hey, it's done. So marketing through Synko, management through Synko, inventory through Synko, buying through Synko, payments through Synko. So we're trying to create a whole ecosystem, an operating system for F&B businesses predominantly, and we expand from there. Ideally, what we are trying to do is just stay true to our core. Bootstrap, 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 because when your funds are involved, you're more interested. When your funds are involved, you're working even harder. Like somebody like me works 16, 17, 18 hours a day and nonstop, and I don't get tired of it. It's simply because I have my own interest into it, my own ideas, my product, my money is at stake at the end of the day. And I'm not even trying to go hunt the investors at the moment. I do get offers left, right, and center. People are interested in coming on board. And I'm like, okay, just wait it out because we are almost there. Once I'm ready, once my solution is there, solution is started already started making money. We have the use cases that we can prove. We bring it to you, then we take the product to the next level. I think when I get there, the product is 100% out in phase two and not an MVP. So already we are out in the MVP for 2 years. Our phase one went live January 2025. Right now, we are building our phase two. So even in phase two, I haven't gone out.
Afkar, I missed you. I missed the last part. You just got frozen. Uh,
Sorry.
but
So I was saying even in the phase two of the development from MVP to phase one to phase two, we haven't gone out to the investors knocking on their door saying, hey, give us the money because we need to develop. I have to buy really big hardwares and stuff like that because the hardware till machines and self-service kiosk and car terminals all are needed. But we are bootstrapping it, making sure that the investors in the future see that we have substantially invested our time, money, and resources into a product. They'll be more than happy to work with us.
yeah, 100%. Now, Afkar, what does the word bold mean to you?
Bold means freedom to me. Bold doesn't mean just doing anything crazy. Bold means freedom to me. To me, it means just go out, do the things that you're destined to do. Bold means do not be worried about what people think about you. Bold means do not be scared or be scared of the failures that might come to you. Just keep persistent. Just keep going. Believe in yourself. Believe in your goals. Believe in your ideas. Believe in yourself and just move forward like water, not scared of anything. Sharks may come, dolphins may come. Just keep
Love that.
going.
Love it. Be the stream, not the rock, right? That's
Be the
way
stream.
way to go. I love that. The bold means freedom. This is a great way to end. Afkar, great meeting you, and it was amazing to have you in this short format conversation. We'll definitely need to catch up again and
Absolutely.
see what we can do together. But until next time, be great and be bold always. Take care.
Thank you so much, Epi. Lovely to be here with you. Talk to you soon.